Hey guys, Chatty Pad 1 with you. Oh, this isn't where I wanted to start. Hold on a second. What we're going to be talking about today is something that my wife told me when she got home. That they had a parking lot search, the drug sniffing dogs whole thing, for the kids while they was doing picture day. Well, as everybody was in there getting their pictures taken, they, swept the parking lot with the drug dogs. And they got a hit. Now, my wife said that the kid that got the hit, that they found part of a blunt in the vehicle and some bullets in his trunk, or some ammunition, for what I don't know. Now this is upsetting to me. This totally takes away their Fourth Amendment rights as citizens of the United States. One more thing, let me go back one time real quick. I thought it was strange, but this came up, that these people wanted to track me and they wanted to know my location. So I, said no. And the following site has been blocked from tracking your location on this page. So I didn't allow them to know my location. I don't know why that came up, but it came up on 2 different times as I was searching through this stuff. Let me get back to the subject. But anyway, say that this kid is, the dogs hit on the vehicle, so they pull him down, pull him down there, question him, give him the whole 4th degree with the cops and everything else, just scare the crap out of him or whatever. And then he ends up getting suspended for a week, 2 weeks, whatever, may not be able to get his diploma. Now, I think this is just absolutely horrible. I mean, we have a Fourth Amendment for a reason, against unreasonable searches and seizures. Now, this could have been not even the kid's weed or whatever. And it could have been his, dad's old car or mom's old car, and the ammunition could have been from who knows how long ago. But we all know how they treat people that's found with any bullets in their vehicle at all. They can almost arrest you. They can't, but it's getting to where they almost can. Oh, I messed up here, sorry. It says 6 arrested after drug dog search at Parker High School parking lot. Now, this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. They take the dogs, they run the parking lots of the kids, then they pull out the kids, whose ever vehicles, and go in there and search them. And if the kid doesn't give consent to search, then they go get a warrant. And then, if they do find anything, then they're facing jail time, possible prison. It ruins their lives. Absolutely is ruining this kid's lives. I am so glad that this wasn't going on when I was in school, because you know what? I would have been in big trouble. And another thing, marijuana is nothing compared to alcohol. And you know how many kids I knew that went to school drunk and had problems with that? I'm going to put all these links down so you guys can go check them out. But yeah, all the schools are using drug dogs in random searches. The courts have ruled that it's fine. It's to protect us, to protect our kids from drugs, from the big bad guys. Well, they're not sniffing for bombs, they're sniffing for drugs. And, you know, they usually find a roach or a little bud or some seeds on somebody's floor. You know, it's not usually a big stash that they find. Now, here's a school. They had all the kids. They came in there, scared the crap out of all these kids, had them all get down on the ground. Cops, you know, tasers or firearms pulled out, getting all these kids under control and are against the wall on the floor. Next thing you know, a few minutes later, a voice on the loudspeaker say, "All right, bring down the dogs," or "bring the dogs down." Well, my locker when I was in school was searched because a kid thought that I was a drug dealer, because I dressed nice and I was new to the school. And of course, you know, I said, yeah, go ahead and search my frickin' locker. And if there is anything in there, you put it there, because I know I ain't got nothing in there. And they searched my locker, and they didn't find nothing, and I knew they wouldn't. But, you know, this is ridiculous. This absolutely takes the kids' Fourth Amendment away. Gone. Constitutional right disappears once they go inside that public school. And people, they're teaching them at an early age. Imagine going to school like this, having the dog standing there, and everybody's got to walk past it. Whoever the dog does the sign on, they pull that kid to the side and search him. Whatever. He may have parents that smoke pot for medicinal uses. Who knows? Like I said, they're not doing this for bombs, they're doing it for drugs. And the worst drug out there, as far as I'm concerned, is alcohol. And it is sold everywhere. You can get it anytime, anywhere. And you can get all the other drugs too, but it comes with a heck of a price of prison time if you're caught. And, you know, of course, people can go to other places and, you know, if you're hurt or something like that and you need medication, you know, go get some medication. Don't worry about, you know, not suffering and pain. Don't worry about suffering. Go get you some medicine. But, you know, these guys are given the go-ahead and the go-get-'em boys from the government and from the states, and they're given money to do this. Instead of going and, you know, growing some balls and going down there where the drug dealers are doing it out in the open, in the streets, where everybody can see you do them. Oh, this was the recovery of one search. This little bud he's got in his hand. This was one bust. And this kid got in big trouble. We're losing our rights here, people. I have nothing against officers of the law, but I got something against losing our rights. And you know what? They're teaching our kids young. I screwed up on this one, I'm sorry. I'll put a link up, you can go check this one out. But this is, you know, a little thing. I ain't even gonna get into it. But you know what? They're indoctrinating these kids real young that this is a good thing. This is what we need to keep our society safe. Yet they're the ones who, using aspartame and fluorinating the water and, streaking the sky with chemtrails, allowing big corporations to dump chemicals into our waters. They're using Corexit to break apart the oil, using man-made organisms to consume the oil, and also any other kind of biological flesh, people's flesh. But yeah, this is what happens to a lot of these kids. I thought school was a place, and this time of your life was a place to learn and to make mistakes and to be able to get a second chance. How are these kids going to go on and get a second chance after they've got a record already? Like I said, I am so glad that I grew up and I was in high school in the 90s, because I would have been one of these kids that got busted. I smoked a little bit of weed, I mean, it's ridiculous. It's sad to see this happening. And they're not trying to find somebody with weapons on them. They're trying to find drugs, guys. Drugs. They don't search the teacher's parking lot anymore, my wife told me, because last time they did, they got more hits in the teacher's parking lot than they did the schools, than the students' parking lots. And one of the teachers, they questioned her about it. They said, is this, have you always owned this car? And she said no. And they said, well, how long ago did you buy it? And she said a year and a half ago. And they said, oh, it was probably the previous owner that the dog hit on something. Well, if a dog's going to hit on something that's a year and a half old, the dog is no good anymore. That's all I got to say. Not for drugs. This just gives them probable cause to mess with your life. A string of grade 11 girls were visibly unimpressed and searched as dogs moved past them. And screeched as dogs moved past them. Sorry. I'm not impressed either. But yeah, you think that has anything to do with this? I don't know. You guys tell me. Or this? You guys be the judge of that. Or these guys? This? Remember, all this happened after 9/11. All this stuff started happening after all these school shootings and all this crap. And they're not doing it to find guns. They're doing it to find drugs. You think it has to do with anything with these guys? Yeah, they make the laws. These guys, maybe? That's a freaky picture. Scary thing there. These guys, maybe? Oh yeah, big time. Big time. Big time. These people. Definitely. Oh boy. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to show you guys that one. Oh boy, that one neither. Sorry to show you guys these mugs. Anyways, the all-seeing eye, Big Brother. And I believe in the future that these drug dogs will start roaming Walmart parking lots. all kinds of other parking lots. Anywhere you shop, anywhere you go, your work parking lots, and many other places. So get ready to have fun, because it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope everybody's well. Good to be back with you again. I've just been really busy, and I was pretty sick there for a while. I spent quite a bit of time in the hospital, but it's good to be back with you guys, and I'm going to start trying to do more videos. I hope everybody's well. Never give up your guns. Stand up for what's right. Help others when you can. And check this stuff out. You know, think about it. It's our Fourth Amendment, guys. This is our kids they're doing this to. You know? Think about it. What kind of future are they going to have? I even hate to think. Anyways, God bless. Good luck to us all. Buy all the ammo you can, if, where, when, and how you can. It's still pretty low. And if you go to pawn a gun or any of your firearms, I hope you can get them back. I had to pawn a couple, and I'll let you know how it goes. Last time I almost didn't get them back. I got them back on a conditional. But they never tried to come back. They never tried to come to the house to take them from me, so all must have been well. Anyway, hope everyone's well. Godspeed to us all. Chatty Dad 1, over and out.